According to this Gallup poll, only 47% of Americans say religion is very important to them. Will this number continue to decrease?
I think the number is going to continue to decrease. My sort of what do I want in this equation? I am uninterested about are people becoming Christian or Muslim or Jewish or atheist. What I'm more worried about, are we supporting people's rights to get married? Are we supporting our government obeying international law? Are we caring for our neighbors? I don't want religion to decrease. I don't want it to increase. I care more about where people's hearts are at.
I agree. Let's talk about the numbers though. Maybe they'll continue for a couple years, but long term they're not, because it's just the numbers game with birth rates. So look up the research of Eric Kaufman, for example, in his book, Shall the Religious Inherit the Earth? Also the study, Secularism and Fertility Worldwide. The more people gravitate towards atheism, secularism, their birth rates dwindle to less than replacement levels. Also, who's having all the children? Religious people are. Like there's a guy at my church who's got 12 kids. How many atheists do you know have 12 kids? Add on top of that, John Compton's research has found that atheists tend to be more polarizing than their religious counterparts, is what he has found. More and more homeschooling is happening now. So long-term, generation or so, those numbers are going to go back up because that's just what secularism does. It has its own self-defeating mechanism.
Not that I'm saying the solution is make everyone an atheist. What I am worried about with young men, and I think of my own journey of being lonely in middle school, finding Catholicism and then going down a rabbit hole, isn't do you find community? The question is your community leading to violence, to hatred, to taking away other people's rights, where it's originally this force of socialization, but often can end in isolation, dogmatism, and violence as well. I don't think that there's an easy solution when it comes to young people finding meaning and purpose in community.
I have a question, do you think atheist secularists can actually replace what we had with Christianity of the past generation, like meeting weekly, building communities, giving young men hope? Has secularism been able to give something to those young men? And maybe that's why young men are turning back to like traditional Christianity, like Orthodoxy or Catholicism.
I don't think that atheism or secularism is a worldview or a community. I think it only exists because there are other religions, in the same way that if I told you, what I do for work is not as a plumber, you'd go like, yeah, I mean, like, you're not a plumber, but like, what do you do? And I could tell you about what I do for a career. So when it's like, well, are atheists going to have their church? I think it's just sort of an incoherent question.
Well, I love what you said. That's exactly my point. This is why that number is not going to continue to decrease, because of just what you said. There's nothing there. It's just the absence of other things.
It's a very different thing.
And people need something to give them community and hope. The secular atheist side, or the group of people, cannot actually offer that right now. And what you were saying is, yeah, the secularists, it's not a thing. It's just the absence of it. That's the problem. We need something to build a community, to make us feel human. Yeah. And unfortunately, the promise of the new atheists that they were going to offer that never really panned out.